today, Jharkhand's Chief Minister Hemant Soren could be in trouble and face disqualification as an MLA. The Election Commission has written to the Jharkhand governor a sealed report where it was asked to look at whether Mr. Soren violated election laws by giving himself a mining lease. Mr. Soren says he hasn't got any communication on this yet and accused the BJP of drafting the report. The BJP in turn is demanding a midterm election in Jharkhand. Well, here to talk about all of that, we have my colleague Akhilesh Sharma here in the studio with us and my colleague Alok Pandey joining us from Ranchi. Alok, just over to you first. What happens next? When are we actually going to formally know what the contents of the Election Commission's opinion are?
Well, I think we were expecting that the governor would make it public or take some sort of action based on that report. But as of now, that hasn't happened. So one waits to see what happens. But there has already been a lot of politics, as you were pointing out, with the JMM also coming out, including Hemant Soren, the Chief Minister, and basically saying that, look, how is it that, the report is in a sealed cover, and yet there are many who are suggesting that I am already disqualified. How is that happening? And they are also, he put out a tweet which basically suggested or said that, look, you can buy constitutional bodies, but how will you buy public support? And his spokespersons through the day kept on saying that we have the support of the people. I think the question that will be asked over the next 2 or 3 days is whether Mr. Soren and the JMM and the coalition in Jharkhand have the number of MLAs required to keep the government in place if that disqualification or does actually happen. But that's a big if right now. But there are those who are suggesting that the BJP will move in for the kill if Mr. Soren is removed as the Chief Minister or has to remove himself as the Chief Minister. So that's the sentiment by and large here. That's the sentiment in Ranchi. And also just very briefly to also tell you that this case,
Sorry, I just want to ask Akhilesh about, what the BJP could possibly be looking at, because Akhilesh, there have been rumors about a change of government in Jharkhand for some months now. So is the BJP now closely watching how things develop with Mr. Soren? Would they move in for the kill here, as Alok put it?
Well, we have to wait and see, because the governor has so far not decided anything. He has just gone back to Ranchi from Delhi, and we've been told by the sources that he has been taking legal opinions about how to proceed with the Election Commission order. But constitutional experts say that in this matter related to our RP Act, the governor does not have much choice. He has to go by what the EC says. But there's no time limit for him to take a decision, and in some cases the governor has said indefinitely on such recommendations or orders of the Election Commission. So obviously that means that the BJP will, through the governor, choose its own time before the governor makes a decision public that Mr. Hemant Soren is disqualified from the membership of the assembly. As far as the forming the alternative government in Jharkhand is concerned, we have seen, Nidhi, that during the presidential elections, more than 8 to 9 MLAs of the Congress party, they cross-voted in favor of Draupadi Murmu. She was the NDA candidate, and that also shows that how the Congress MLAs in Jharkhand are vulnerable for poaching. Right. And we have seen that in West Bengal, 3 Congress MLAs were caught. They were arrested with a large amount of cash in their car, and they were of course suspended by the Congress party. But as far as the numbers are concerned, they are firmly with the JMM Congress alliance. So a lot of things have to happen in Jharkhand in the next 24 to 48 hours.
All right, never a dull moment in Indian politics. Alok, Akhilesh, thanks very much for joining us.